Hello aspirants, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to discuss about logarithms. So without further ado, let's get directly started with today's video. So what is logarithm? Let's start with the very basic definition. It is the inverse of exponents. So what do we mean by this? If a to the power b is equals to c, then log a c is equals to b. I know that most of you couldn't understand by this statement, so let's break it down even simpler. To remember this, we use the rule of BAP, that is base, answer and power. So let's start. 2 to the power 2 can be written as 4. This is something everyone knows. So how do we convert it in the logarithm form? Log with the base 2, 4 gives us 2. So in the back of the mind we think like this. What to the power of base will give us this answer? Repeat with me. What to the power of base will give me this value? So here 2 to the power of 2 will give me this answer. So here we use the rule of BAP, that is base, answer and power. 2 to the power of 2 gives us this answer. So try to solve one yourself. Log with the base of 3, 27. Pause the video and try it. I hope you tried. The answer of this is 3. If you couldn't understand, I will explain it to you once again. See, what to the power of 3 will give us 27? 3 to the power of 3 gives us 27. So the answer came out as 3. Hope you understand it. If you couldn't, try to watch it once again. Now let's move to the properties of logarithm. Here a, it can be any number, but there are certain conditions which I have written here. For log to be defined, the base, it cannot be 1, because if the base is 1, the value of log will not be unique. Now here a and b both must be greater than 0. Not even equal to, it must be greater than 0. So I hope you understand these conditions. These are very important for the definition of logarithm. I repeat once again, the value of a cannot be 1 and both a and b must be greater than 0. So let's discuss about the properties of log. There is nothing to explain here, but I will go through it once. So log a with base a, xy can be written as log a x plus log a y. Now if the thing in the bracket is in the form of a division, then the numerator will be written first. The numerator is written first, then we put a minus sign and then we write here the denominator. If there is a power in the bracket, there is a power, then we can bring it down here in simple layman's term and write it as r log ax. What we do is here we bring this power in the numerator with this whole term, or in multiplication with this whole term. Now if there is a power on the base, we bring it in the denominator, or we bring it with the division and with the log term. So take a look at these properties. Now if log to the base a, b, it can be written as log c, b log c a. Now here c, it can be anything. Now how to remember this? The thing that is at the top moves to the top and the thing that is at the bottom moves to the bottom. See, here b is at the top, so here we write in the numerator b. Here a is at the base, so here we write it as a. And the base for this term c must be the same and it can be anything. Now a log a x can be written as x. This is something you will find in every good problem. So take a very good note of this. Now this is the reciprocal law of logarithm, that is log with the base a b can be written as 1 by log b a. That is, the thing which was in the base gets here and the thing here gets to the base, and we do a reciprocal. Take a note of this and the concepts will become more clear after we solve a few problems. Now take a good note of this, that log a 1 is always 0 because a to the power of 0 is equals to 1, and log a means the base and this is same, then the answer will be 1 because a to the power 1 is only a. This was something you will again find in a very good problem, or in every problem, I guess. So now let's discuss a few problems. Here I have 2 problems for now and another very important note. So let's see the first problem. I want all of you to pause the video and try once. I hope all of you tried. So the answer is 0. Now for those who haven't understood the problem or not approached the problem, let's get to this problem together. So here in such problems, try to approach the problem from the backward side. So here first what we do is that we bring this 3 down using this property. I hope all of you remember. So now this whole thing can be written as 3 log 327. Now repeat with me, what to the power 3 comes out to be as 27? Correct, it is 3. So 3 into 3, which is equals to 9. So the value of this comes out to be as 9. Now I'll erase it. So this comes out to be as 9. Now from the backward side we meet here is what we get is log 3. So now we write it as log 3 9. So what to the power of 3 comes out to be as 9? Correct, 2. So the value is 2. So this whole term's value comes out to be as 2. Now let's erase this and let's see what term we meet again next. So here we meet with log with the base of 2. So log with the base of 2. What to the power of 2 comes out to be as 2? It is 1. Or in other terms we can simply think of it as log a, which is obviously 1. So the answer comes out to be as 1. So the value of this whole term is now 1. Now when we approach again, we meet here with log 2. So now I again erase it and now I meet with log 2. So now what we use is this property, log with the base of a1 is equals to 0. Log to the base 2 1 will be equals to 0, which is the value of this whole term and our answer. So if you couldn't understand it, I would request all of you to watch this once again, go through the properties, practice a few sums, and you will eventually able to do it. Now let's approach this problem. So let's solve this problem. I hope all of you have tried this problem. So let's solve it together now. We write this as 2 log 2 5. What I have done here is that 25 can be written as 5 to the power 2 and I have just brought this 2 down. Now observe something. Before that, one point I missed is that this is called as base and this is called as argument. This is called as argument. This is something I forgot to mention. So see, what is base in this term has become the argument here, and what is the base here has become the argument here. And try to find which of these properties resemble this. You are correct. This property, what has become argument here has become base here, and what is argument here has become base here. So this is the very big hint. Now let's solve this problem. So log 225 can be written as 1 by log 25 2 is equals to 1 by log 5 to the power 2, and the argument is 2. So is equals to 1 by half, because the power of the base comes in the denominator. So 1 by 2 log 5 2. This can be written as 2 into 1 by log with the base of 5 2. For those who couldn't understand this step, the half in the denominator comes in the as 2 in the numerator, because 1 by 2 is equals to 2. This comes in the numerator. So let's check the answer now, and here we have found the answer, which is 2 log with the base of 5 and 2. Now before concluding the video, I want to discuss a few important points. First, if the base is e, then the log is called as natural log. That is, if the thing is log e2, we write it as ln2, that is natural log of 2, which is equals to 2.303, the value of this term with the base of 10. That is, natural log of 2 can be written as 2.302 log 10 and argument 2. Same, this is the more generalized version of the statement I gave earlier. Now you need to remember a few values, that is log with the base of 2 which comes out to be as 0.3, and for 3 it comes out to be as 0.47. These are the two values you need to remember. Now before concluding the video, the very last thing is the expansion of logarithm. Natural log of 1 plus x can be written as x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x to the power 4 by 4. What is in the power of x comes in the denominator. What is in the power of x comes in the denominator. And the minus and plus sign, they are alternative. That is, every even terms is accompanied by a minus sign, and every odd power term is accompanied by a positive sign. Hope you like this video. If you did like this video, please subscribe to our channel and share with your friends so they could also be benefited by this. And thanks for watching.